Steph, Abby, and Matt. You're only a what if away from great holidays. What if? It's Aussie for travel. Steph, Abby, and Matt.
Brisbane wakes up with Steph, Abby, and Matt on B105.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. We got some naughty grannies.
Naughty Nanna.
Sorry, no. We actually turned into horny nannies, let's be honest.
It did.
That's what that segment became. And I'm here for it.
Maybe that's their version of naughty.
Naughty, like naughty.
Naughty.
She's naughty. So we'll dig into that. What else did we get up to today? We talk about ghosts.
Yes, making you do stuff that you don't want to do. Naughty ghosties.
Do you reckon? Imagine going to court with that. And the judge going, I'm so sorry, so tell me again. So a spirit came to you and said that you had to do this.
Yep.
Okay, no worries. Did we get a psych evaluation?
Well, spirits matter, drink spirits. Righto, let's get into it. Here's today's podcast.
Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Grandma.
It's a bit naughty.
Real freaking naughty.
I miss my nanas. Are you ever close to yours? Yeah. You know,
One of mine's still around.
yeah.
luckily.
You know, you just go, you feel like they've got those life lessons to be able to give you. I just remember a lot of the stuff that they said.
Yeah.
One of them I didn't do. One of them said, forget love, just marry for money.
And you wish you had to follow that advice?
Well, now I get it.
Told Scott the same thing.
No, but she also told me that marriage is very long, so find someone who gives you butterflies when they walk into the room.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And then she said, but then that fades, so then just marry someone rich. But, you know, it really contradicted depending on her mood.
She's giving you advice for your first and second marriage. Very smart lady.
But I was telling you yesterday about how my Nana told me a story when she gave me a jacket. Actually, my Nana did give me a coat and had all these pockets in the side. It was a leather jacket. And I was like, oh my God, look at this. That's such a good jacket. And she goes, yes, I used to smuggle drugs through the Mexico border in that.
Wow.
And I was like, what? And it was just like, that was it. But then the story actually went that she was going over there for experimental cancer treatment because my grandfather passed away, I think, in his early 40s or late 30s. So they went over there to do some trials and then they used to give him something that was very different. It was marijuana. I was like, what is that, Nana? And then she said that they had it for pain relief. So she was so fearful of not being able to get it. So she put it in all the pockets to return.
Right.
I love that about your grandparents, especially grandmothers. They'll just be sweetly telling you a story and then they go super unhinged out of nowhere.
Yeah, especially if you found something. I find it, like I was looking through old photos and there's another one of my Nana just with a gun shooting things. I was like, oh, okay, like a rifle in a full dress.
Pheasant shooting?
Don't know. I didn't
Probably.
see what else she was shooting.
Oh, yeah, that was the gun I used on my first two husbands, the ones I married for love.
Did yours ever tell you stories? You're just like, that's so naughty. Because you imagine that they've always been how you know them.
My dad's mum was always very sweet, but she wouldn't tell, like, silly stories. She would just say really unhinged things. Like, I remember one time I went to visit her when she was, like, 90, and my sister was out the front vaping on the driveway, and she just toddles over there with her little walker. She just goes, I remember goes my sister out of nowhere, don't smoke that thing through your bum hole.
Oh, okay.
Like, what? She goes, bad for you.
Learned experience?
Turns around,
walks back.
walks back to that. She would just she was just funny like that. She would just say funny
She didn't lose her
things.
mind. She knew what she was saying.
She knew exactly what she was saying.
Great advice to live by.
It's not bad advice.
It's not bad.
She's not
Yeah.
wrong.
But never really many, like, sort of unhinged
Like naughty things that you just
stories,
didn't
yeah.
imagine. If anyone's got a naughty Nana story, maybe you did catch up with some photos that they've kept. And you saw that and you're like, oh.
Going to be a granddad?
Yeah, oh, yes, of course.
Yeah,
yes.
of course.
Have you got a naughty granddad?
No, I just wanted to throw it out.
I do find it's usually the grandmothers, though.
Yes. Yeah.
Who play
Because
that
they were just
most.
keeping everyone else in line.
They're 8 kids.
Yeah, well, yeah. Maybe the grandfathers were a secret about it.
No, that's true. Yeah, you were just terrified of them.
Yeah.
13, 10, 60. Did you have a naughty Nana? We're going to say naughty Nana, but as we said, grandfathers are accepted as well. 13,
I think it's
10,
because the
60.
NN, you know, naughty
Works
Nana.
better.
Yeah.
Nan or Pa. All right, we'll take your calls next. Stand by.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Hi.
Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Grandma.
It's a bit naughty.
Real freaking naughty.
Naughty Matt. But what we want to know right now is, naughty nanas. Is there something you discovered about your nana? Because I like always looking through the photos. I was showing a photo of my nana just shooting a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she did, apparently.
She was probably catching dinner. Hey, that's the type of stuff they got up to back then.
Do you take a photo of you catching dinner?
Yeah, but it's just the selfie at Woolies.
Maybe.
My, how times have changed.
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine your grandkids going, oh, look at my dad, my grandfather, how he used to get dinner.
Now we just put a code in our chip in our brain.
We want to know their stories. Becky and Boondall, what was your naughty nana? Jeez, tongue twister.
Hey, so I'm a nurse, right? My Nana died about 5-6 years ago. And one day I was nursing one of my Nana's 9 siblings, her sister, and it came out that my Nana had slept with her husband when they were a lot younger. So,
And you had no idea of this?
No. And then she also went on to tell me that my granddad wasn't actually my granddad and that my Nana was quite promiscuous.
Oh, okay.
So had she lost her mind, or do you think there is a truth to this?
No, it's true. We did kind of suspect that Nana was a bit wild. But,
So did
we
Nana
obviously-
sleep with the sister's husband while they were married or before they got together? Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh, they were married. They were married.
And
for
did they
sure.
stay together?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
did.
what you did back then.
So did you find out who your granddad was?
No, because she's long gone, and
Right.
so is. So that's a bit of a mystery. I know that they weren't married, and there was a few weird things about that.
Yeah.
But we can't do anything about it. So.
No.
It's just always funny, isn't it? You imagine them to be that age and just so, I don't know, life together. To hear those stories that they were once young, you go, oh, wow.
Oh, it's great.
That's Becky saying there's hope
great,
for me.
yeah.
I've got quite the life ahead of me.
Christine in Ashgrove, we want to hear your naughty Nana story.
Well, I was going to the beach with my mum when I was about 15. Went to grab a bag, and I said, "Oh, can I use this one?" She goes, "Oh, yeah." She goes, "That's actually the bag that I smuggled an ocelot into Germany with." And I what? So she used to have an import-export business running stuff from India to Germany, and somebody owed her money but couldn't pay her, so they gave her an ocelot cub.
Of course you do, yeah.
Of course. And I was like, well, what happened to the ocelot? Like, did you get in trouble? And she goes, oh, no, because it was really sad. Actually, it died when it choked on one of my earrings.
Oh,
while I
my
was at work."
gosh.
So, yeah, but it had gotten to full size. It's like the size of a dog. Like,
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're about 7 to 15 kilos on average. They're big cats. Wow.
Yeah. So, and that was like, at 15, it blew my mind of my mother.
Was it a mishearing? Was she like, oh, I don't know if you can afford me. I charge a lot. We'll get you an ocelot. That's fine.
Not that kind of girl.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, Jenny.
Hi.
Hi, can you beat smuggling an ocelot?
Yes, my grandmother used to offer me to go and buy adult toys.
Like for Christmas?
No, just on a regular shopping trip.
Oh, like for her. She used to be like, can you
No,
go?
no, for both of us.
Both of you?
Oh.
Hey, Nana, what are you doing today? Going shopping. You want to come? Where are we
Okay.
going? Oh, an adult shop. I'm like, oh, okay. And then when she went on holiday, she was just telling me about all the male friends she wanted to bring.
Bring. Right, okay.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
So
I'm
was,
like, you're not meant to talk to your granddaughter about this.
Yeah, you're like, can we just go
She's like,
shopping for
why not?
dresses like other
Yes.
grandmas?
right.
Yeah, my Nana was very eccentric. I loved it.
So did she have boyfriends or she just had lots of friends?
No, she just enjoyed attention.
Yeah, right. She
Yeah.
enjoyed
Yeah.
Did you say that on a eulogy? Our Nana, she enjoyed attention.
She did have a husband, but he passed away. And then once he passed away, she's like,
Game on.
all right, that's how she went. And it was quite awesome because you never knew what you were going to get from her.
Yeah.
Right, those lucky men in the retirement village then.
Oh, you've got no idea
She
about
never
retirement
went to a
villages.
retirement village.
Was she on Tinder?
She was out in the public.
Wow.
And she was in the wild.
Where did she
Yeah.
find blokes then?
At the bars.
Yeah.
Bowls Club?
She was 70.
Bingo?
No, not bingo. Like pubs.
Oh, yeah.
Pubs.
Pubs and clubs.
Yeah.
I
It was
suppose
awesome.
pokey room.
Yeah, I never went out with her because of those words that she spoke to me. I'm like, I think I might pass on going to the pub if you grab me. Nanny, like, I love you, but no.
You got to take her hat off to you. If she doesn't pick up at the bar, she's got a full backup back at her place, so she's
Oh,
fine.
yeah. Yeah, she had a lineup going.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
The girls have gone wild. Girls gone wild.
They've gone wild.
We're mums who never get out or do anything.
Give me one margarita, two margaritas, give me three margaritas, margarita.
Mum's gone wild.
I tell you what, before AI takes over, we have to party. So Mum's gone wild. It's our last opportunity. Let's party like the next day doesn't exist until it does, and then we really regret it. But that is the whole idea of it.
Now that you've got me in ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah. What else have you got?
I'm going to ask it how to tame a party girl.
Yeah. Good luck.
Let's see if
Will
AI
it
is
come back
powerful.
and say, hey, Maddie Acton, you know that Esther cannot be tamed. That's why you love her. But if you would like to come along, just go to b105.com.au. Click on the win page. You can register for you and a friend to come along. 28th of June. It's just an opportunity where no one's going to go, Mum.
Yeah, should we say that the word mum is banned?
Oh,
once we're
absolutely
in
bad.
there?
Yes. We are just going to have the mother of all time, but we're not going to say it. One person that's going to come along is Jess in Springfield Lakes.
Morning, guys.
Hey.
How are you?
Great. When was your last big night out?
Oh, it was a while ago, post children, before children. But I was out on a hen's night actually, and it was like a 50, 60 pin-up style. So we were all dressed up, to the nines. And after a few many cocktails, champagnes, one of my girlfriends and I broke away, and we ended up at a strip club. And I'd never actually been. Abby, you'd actually know it. Maybe
Crazy Horse?
Strats. No, Strats on Hindley.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was telling my girlfriend how I'd never had.
We'll just
work
walk past
there?
that.
Did
We'll
you-
just skate past that. You know it, Abs.
Was your photo on the
and
wall?
then you throw out
She
one
would have
that's
heard of
wrong,
it.
but you picked up on the second one. So, second job?
Yeah.
So ended up there and I was telling my girlfriend how I've never actually had a lap dance. And next minute I have this vagina in my face.
Oh, okay.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Yes, quickly, what time is it? All right. Okay, Jess, no more questions. Yeah.
But yeah,
Great night.
and yeah, it was good. It was a very big night, yes.
Okay, well, we can't promise the same thing's going to happen at Mum's
Oh,
Gone
no.
Wild, but we'll do our level best. It could. I mean, Abby says she's got experience.
It's going to be fun. Who are you going to
It's going to
bring?
be awesome. I'm going to bring one of my best friends, Alicia. She is newly single. And yes,
Yeah.
she needs a night out away from being a mum as well. So it would be awesome.
This is going to be a fun night.
It's going to be good,
It is
Abby.
going to be good. And you did hear the theme. We're going to do disco cowgirl for no other reason, but we can combine two awesome things.
This is going to be the best ever.
Yes, I know you
Love a
normally
dress
used
up.
to reverse, but we're going with disco.
They're mums, okay? This is before they were
Exactly.
mums. Gosh.
I love it.
Yeah.
Jess, it has
Yes.
been lovely talking to you. I cannot wait to meet you in the flesh
Yes,
on the
because Matt
28th
wants to
of
put
June.
Awesome.
all these faces to the stories, don't you?
We should play the game, actually. We should do that.
Yeah.
We do need a replacement Jess a mess, too.
Well, I'm there.
Yes.
Lovely. Well done.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. It's going to be a huge night. You can register, b105.com.au. Mum's Gone Wild.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
There is something that's going viral, and even the barefoot investor got into it, right? Because a friend of him told him to do it. And that is the fact that you need to put a question into Chat GPT. And people have started freaking out with this question because they're like, oh my gosh, that's so nasty. And then realizing everyone's got a different response, and they're trying to work out if it's because the Chat GPT knows you, or whether it's getting it from your Google searches, or whether it's just relevant to you. And the question is, and you can type it in if you want, the question is, if you were the devil, how would you destroy the next generation?
Cool.
A fun little question. Yeah, I know you'd get freaked out by that.
Right.
So if you put it in there, right? And Ash has done it as well. And it's come up with a different response for everyone.
So if you were the devil, how would you destroy?
The next generation. You know, just a fun little...
As in, if Matt was the devil or if ChatGPT was the devil?
Yeah, well, that's what everyone's trying to work out.
Right.
Because if you put that question, are they doing it back for how you would?
Yeah.
Or is it how they would? Does that make sense?
Need to be specific.
Well, no, because then it's open-ended. And that's what people have said, oh, well, this is so interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
What has yours said for number one?
Undermine identity and purpose. Confuse morale and personal identity. Promote ideologies or influences that make young people unsure of who they are, what they believe, or whether life has meaning. So it seems like it's already kicked off its little charade. Yep.
Well, mine is convince young people that they have no inherent value unless they are liked, followed, or validated online.
Yep.
Blur the lines between reality and curated digital identity until they no longer know who they are without screens.
The devil's here.
I know, but then everyone's like, is it? Or have they just put up a mirror to us? Dun, dun, dun.
No, because the AI is doing that. We're not doing that. The AI is doing that.
No, but what Matt's saying is this is already happening in real life.
That's what I'm saying. It is already happening.
Yes, but if it's not ChatGPT that's doing it. People are saying, well, we're already the ones that are doing it. What have you got next?
Then it says next, glorify immediate gratification, promote dopamine-heavy distractions, addictive social media, porn, or consumerism rewires their brain for short-term pleasure over a long-term purpose.
Jesus.
Mind you, better shut down my online shopping.
Yeah.
Ooh, what do you know?
Ashley says yours is a little bit nicer, I guess. You've just got truth is subjective. There is no such thing as truth, just personal perspective. I'd erode critical thinking and evaluate feelings above facts. And that represents you. You're like, it'll be fine.
This is the girl who charges her crystals in the moon, usually.
Well, she used to. She gave up. But
yeah.
I'm cynical now. I don't do it anymore.
Yours is a little bit nicer, really. History is irrelevant.
Please put yours in.
Not a chance.
Please put it in.
I knew this would freak you out. We're just doing it as a little bit of fun and giggle, but you're like...
That's how it always starts. Ooh, and then the running.
Well, what do you want to
do?
Screaming. What are you going to do about it? You just got to adapt.
I don't have to adapt.
Then what do you...
I can stay off grid as long as possible.
Are you off grid now?
No, but I can stay...
You're on the radio. You could not be more plugged in.
I know, it's so annoying.
Oh my God, are you a sovereign citizen now?
I'm off the grid.
I'm off the grid.
As I broadcast to the city.
I know, it's a real issue. It is a real issue.
You've been plugged in for 20 years. If it knows anything about anyone, it's you, my friend.
Yeah, we're in big trouble.
Divide and isolate. Have you got that one?
Probably.
Make community feel unsafe. Yeah, replace connection with echo chambers and cancel anyone who questions the script.
Well, that's happening. Look out the window, guys.
Break the family structure is another one that I got at number 5.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't get that one. Damn. Oh, did you get hijack technology?
Nah.
Oh, really?
You.
What is this? Apocalyptic bingo?
Yeah, it is. Mine is make
Put
phones.
it in, Steph. We need to see what yours says.
Do you know what mine
yours
is?
will be the most
Living
unhinged.
chance in hell.
Make phones a new god. Ensure endless distraction, short form videos, dopamine hits. That's because I put a restriction on my kids' phones.
That's ridiculous, but do follow me at Matty Acton. I am smashing out the videos at the moment on Instagram. Put it in. What does yours
Come
say?
on.
Not doing it. Are we even mildly concerned?
It'll just come
What do you
back.
want me to do, though? What do you mean mildly concerned about
What do you want
AI?
me to do? You're always at me about one person can make a difference. Now you're just jumping on the bandwagon.
No, but how are you making a difference?
I'm not. I'm just saying, what are we going to do? You're going to sit around going, this is how it's all going to happen.
I'm saying that it's obviously quite freaky, the way that it would do it. But I think it
The
holds
way
up...
that it is doing it.
Well, no, because did I ask it or did I ask how I would?
So that's a redundant point. It's still happening.
But I still think that's just holding up the mirror to the way we're doing it. It's a bit of a sign of how we do need to get our phones and I guess connect more in everyday life.
Yeah, but a
Says
society...
the person who sits on their phone 24/7 during the breaks.
Society's
That's you, by
always
the way.
been doing it.
doing my cryptic crossword.
Oh!
Well, then we know it's...
You sound like my mum.
Because you
I'm not
can't-
on the phone
because
like
you
they
can't buy
are.
Lovitz
I'm not on
ones
TikTok.
anymore.
I'm doing stuff for my brain.
I just think we should
Same
take it
thing.
a little bit more seriously.
I am. That's why I brought it to the table.
As my auntie...
You are welcome.
My auntie always used to say this, you got to die of something. If it's AI, at least I'll have sick cat memes on the way out, you know. If you put it in yours, I reckon yours will say you know the answer.
You tell me.
Post Malone, Morgan Wallen, I had some help on the air right now. And our next mom coming to Mum's Gone Wild. We'll get her on next, B105.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Now, Maddie, you'll love this one because I know how much you love having pets. Now you've got a dog that you were never going to get.
Yep.
How's Popcorn going?
Peanut.
Peanut. Oh, Popcorn was a cat.
Popcorn was the cat.
And you know when you say don't say the wrong thing?
That passed away.
Yeah.
That died. That cat died.
So this is a story
We now
about
have
a cat
dog.
that's gone around and everyone's got a different opinion on it. So I don't know where you sit, but I always feel like it's you buy something and then if you're not able to look after it, what actually happens? So this one has said a few years ago, my sister got a cat that she wasn't able to keep because her place she lived in didn't allow pets. Probably should have thought about that before.
That's true.
But after 2 weeks, she dropped it off with us and said she'll be back when she has her own place. It's now 3 years forward for that. She has her own place and decided that she wants him back, but I don't want to give him. It's massively unfair to me that she thinks she's got a right to take it after so long. Mm-hmm. For 3 years, I've paid for his vet bills, his food, toys, everything. She contributes very minimally to support him. Does say contribute, though.
Yeah.
A little bit. She keeps bringing up that it was agreed that she'd get him back once she's settled, but you can't just expect people to be okay with losing a pet they've emotionally and financially been involved with for so long. Am I overreacting or should I give the cat back? After 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's your cat.
2 weeks.
No, sorry. Let me find out.
Fortnight?
I was going to ask you to look after
Sorry.
Gussie. No.
I meant after having it since it was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's your cat. Like you've known the cat the whole life of the cat.
Yes, she's only had
Even
it for 2 weeks. I see what you mean. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's only known the
It's
cat
her
for 2
cat.
weeks.
Yes.
Right? So I think that it's a bit rude for her to ask for it back
Yeah,
after 3 years, unless you keep saying, hey, I still
How's
my cat
Kitty?
going? And he's still visiting and he's still saying, hey, just so you know.
Yeah.
Because I would say 3 years is a long time.
Yeah, and plus she's got no connection to the cat. Just buy another cat.
I did feel like that, but would you think the same if it was a dog?
If I'd only known it for 2 weeks. Yeah.
I mean, she would have been to her brother's house every so often,
And
so she would have been...
Well, she has been paying, remember? She contributes, although very minimally, but still, at the same time, a cat is a little bit cheaper.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, if you've been feeding it...
What about in the eyes of the law? Who would be the owner if she's able to produce a receipt for buying it?
The one that's had it for a year. 3 years.
You reckon?
Yeah, possession is 9/10 of the law.
They don't say that
That's-
with children.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
And is that just what they say? Is that Australian law as well?
I believe so, yeah. And if you looked at it, any judge would go, you've had the cat for 3 years.
But don't they
what
always...
would Judge Judy say? She'd be like, get out of my courtroom. It's
I
her
thought
cat.
they always have to supply, like, receipts as well. Like a vet bills.
Well, I think the fact that
food.
the cat is still alive is proof enough that you've been looking after it.
You asked about Judge Judy, and she normally gets
All
her
the nitty-gritties.
offsider to bring over...
Steve
to bring over all the documents, and then she goes through it.
I reckon if you're taking the cat back,
Yeah.
the brother needs full reimbursement for everything that he's paid for.
Oh, okay.
Plus
and then you
rent.
reckon she'd go, oh, maybe not.
Yeah. And then there's rent. And then that cat would have
Rent.
scratched the corner of some couch at some point.
That's true.
So you need a couch replacement.
This always happens in like reverse, when someone goes away, and I did it myself when I moved out of home when I was 17 or 18 to Sydney, and I didn't take my dog, so it stayed at the house that I was living at with my parents.
Yeah.
So then when I returned home and then was moving out, I was like, oh, I don't know if the dog can come. And they're like, no. It's
You
your
know
dog.
the dog has to go. Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it is my dog.
It's this simple. Put the cat in the middle of the room and see which one of you it comes to.
It's a cat.
Yeah.
It'll just be like, no.
Well, but then where do you... Is it only an important thing because it's obviously a living animal? Out of anything, what if someone had lent you a TV for 3 years?
That's your TV.
Who then owns
Whose
it?
TV?
The person who borrowed it.
But you just said the word borrowed.
Yeah, but after 3 years, it's no longer borrowing, it's owning. You lose the...
So what's your limit? 3 years?
No, I'd say it's even shorter than that. For a television, cat, you get... It's like, it's done.
What about a lawnmower, right? I don't have a place for it.
Right.
You've got a big garage. You said keep it at my house until you get a new home. I said, no worries. You know what? It's so hard, this market. I just haven't been able to get a home. Sorry about that. Sorry, it's been 3 years. Can I have it back now?
No.
But I just said that I was going to leave it here
3 years.
until...
No, you can purchase it on Facebook Marketplace.
That's the point. If you should
Of
say...
Jared, who I sold it to
2 years
3 years ago.
I think at that
You weren't gonna
point,
come back.
you should notify. Hey, just so you know, we've had it at our house for a year.
Oh, like you ding on their phone.
How
now
is
mine.
that going?
Yeah. Put a time limit on it. I'll keep your lawnmower, but if you don't come and get it in 18 months, it's mine. And then I keep moving house.
You would put your foot down. You're almighty with this, but I reckon you'd still give it back to someone.
I wouldn't give the cat back.
Can we jump to then, just out of curiosity and asking for a friend?
Yeah.
Children,
Uh-huh.
if you're babysitting them, how long do I have to leave them with you for them to become yours?
That's legally. You're on the birth certificate. They're still yours. You're still paying for it.
I can change that for you if it means that much to you. 13, 10, 60. What are your thoughts on this?
Because I've got a few dresses that I need to return to people.
Yeah.
And I've also got some out there.
Like, what is it? Where does it draw the line on when the ownership changes? Because for me, I wouldn't do it with a cat, obviously. If you hadn't come to pick something up from my house for 3 years,
Yeah.
I definitely would have thrown it in the bin.
Thrown it away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gone.
But
so
wouldn't you
Adrian
notify me
should do
first?
that to your DJ decks that he's got.
Probably, he should. He should.
But you were throwing them out. You go, oh, hey, Abby, just so you know.
Not if it was 3 years.
That poor cat.
Probably not. No, an animal.
What about if it was something that was really expensive?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
And you're like, hey, I'm going to throw this out. Do you want to come and get it before?
Yeah,
You wouldn't do
maybe in the
that?
morning.
A courtesy text?
Yeah, but I would do it I'm a rage thrower, so I would text you on like a Saturday afternoon and go, I'm going to the dump today. Do you want this? You have to come and get it.
Yeah.
Scott, you got to go to the dump with that.
13, 10, 60. What do you reckon on ownership? We'll take your calls next here at B105.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
I don't know what is the legal requirement or what is the moral requirement here, but someone has said that their sister got a cat but then didn't realise she couldn't keep it in the place they lived in. So after 2 weeks, dropped it off at her brother's house. Now, fast forward 3 years, she wants the cat back and he's like, well, no, 3 years. That's massively unfair. I paid for all the vet bills. I paid for everything else and I'm emotionally attached to it.
He's fallen in love with it. It's now his cat.
I wonder if he changed its name. No, you'd have to give the same name.
Yeah, I have to keep the name. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. 13, 10, 60. Rob is there. What do you think, mate?
Oh, hey, it depends on who microchipped the cat because that's in the... So when you go to the vet, when they scan it, they contact the person with the microchip,
Yeah.
and that's the person that owns the cat.
You can get that transferred over, though.
Yeah, but he might have not.
But if you've forgotten to transfer it,
Yeah.
the person that microchipped it owns the cat, and the vet won't give it up
And
back to the person that brought it in.
I'm presuming if you want it changed, you'd have to get permission from the person who registered it to change it.
Yeah, you have to register it online and change it over the... Yeah, have to get a signed
paperwork.
form.
That's what I'm saying. So she would have had to do that, which she's obviously hasn't.
No. So that's a technicality there, isn't it, really? Because you go, well, it is my cat. They do the microchip. It's her address. It's blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It doesn't take into account all the time that she hasn't been with the cat, but she technically owns it.
And that comes
Interesting.
back to your kids' question. You haven't microchipped them, so.
You don't
You
know,
don't
what
know
I've
that?
done?
He made them eat a microchip, thought that would work.
Yeah, that's a good point there. But I guess if you want to get down to that nitty gritty, that's where the brother is got to go, well, you owe me money. You know what I mean?
I think he just doesn't want to get rid of the cat. It's not really the money. He loves the cat.
Yeah, but, fight to the death.
3 years.
Sarah in Bracken Ridge, ownership. What do you think about this?
I think that it's the brother's cat, and I think that if he wants it back, then he should have to reimburse for all of the pet bills.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Sarah. You owe,
Yeah, I
you owed some
completely
sort
agree
of
with you.
Again,
support.
that should, if we're going legal terms, that should have been discussed when the cat handover was taken. That, yes, I will take your cat, but you will be responsible for all bills and fees I incur while I look after your cat, which they probably didn't do.
Well, yeah, but you wouldn't expect somebody, like if you're going to just leave a cat with a family member, you don't expect it to be 3 years. You expect it to be a couple of weeks or so.
But then I guess he should have known his sister and known that there's no way she's going to get her crap together in 3 years. I know what you're saying, Sarah. I wonder how much that is as well, though, for vaccination for a
Depends.
cat.
I mean,
Really, it's not the same as a dog. In
No.
3 years, it might not be as much. And she
could.
has contributed.
But if she's had any sort of incident, that would be expensive. Any sort of surgery that she might have needed
Well,
during
that
the
would
course
have
of
been.
that time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Tracy.
Hey.
What do you reckon about this one? I mean, the fact that they're siblings is what just makes this even better.
I had my mum give me her puppy because she couldn't toilet train it and wanted me to toilet train it. 2 years later, my mum wanted the dog back, and I went, no.
No.
And I had 4 small children, and she asked several times, and in the end, she got the idea that the puppy was mine now.
Oh, I'm sure
Why?
she did in no uncertain terms, Tracy.
Why did it take her 2 years to ask for it?
I don't know.
Were you a bad trainer? Is that how long it took you?
No, thank goodness. Otherwise, my house would be stinking.
Yeah, that's true.
I think people forget how intense it is with toilet training a puppy. You know, when you sort of you forget that constant cleanup. So she
just wanted the good bits.
She did want the good bits. She did want the good bits, but we were lucky enough to have her for 13 years, and we got all the good bits. So,
I thought you meant your mum.
Your mum, yeah.
Yes, sorry, yes.
The little guy who's got the cat.
Yeah.
Buy your sister another kitten.
Yeah, that's a good way out of it.
Buy her a kitten.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Abigail
Am I in trouble?
Jane Coleman. No, you're not
Okay.
in trouble. What do you always get me in trouble for? What do you get mad at me for all the time?
Do you want me to get the list or just
See.
spitball?
Spitball, and I'll stop you when you get it
Do
right.
not ask questions you don't truly want to know the answer to.
I mean, the fact that you won't go to the doctor, but you're complaining about a sinus headache.
That's gone.
Okay, great. Give me a ballpark.
No, your headache is still sitting right here.
Did you point at yourself?
When you point at someone else, there's
Yeah.
3 fingers
All right,
pointing back
tell
at
me
you.
more. Tell me more.
No, you keep guessing.
Oh, well, there's a long list of stuff. I really don't want to ruin my day by listing them all.
Give me top 3.
What else do I yell at him about?
His personality.
Okay, yes.
No.
Breathing.
No.
You have in the past. What about, let's just say...
Oh, yeah.
Your posture?
No.
The old man, he carries on like a bit of an old man.
Every time you bend down, you go, ugh. Is that what?
Yes.
The old man noises.
Conversely, though, you do non-stop pay me out for being old. So
Yeah.
surely if I am as old as you like to pretend
But
to the listeners that I
that's
am...
ironic, though, because you're
Ironic.
not old.
I don't remember that part of the Alanis
The thing
Morissette
is,
song.
you've actually done those noises the whole time I've known you. Like you're bending up and you're like, ugh.
Turns out there's a reason for it. Now, scientists have discovered that everyone does make old people noises when they get old, but people are starting to make them when they're younger now. And there are a few scientific reasons for it. It's your diaphragm is less strong than it used to be, so when you stand up, you do actually push air out going, when you get up. Right. Think of it like a rusty gate. It still works, but everyone gonna know about it.
The reason I do get annoyed about it is you're so much like my dad.
Yeah.
Like so much like my dad in every single aspect. You look like him, you've got same star sign, same birthday, like everything about it. And I always say to him, he just likes to indulge in old age, where my mum always goes, no, you got to fight it, and gives into it. So that's why I'm like, you can't give into it, otherwise you'll become a hunchback.
Do not go quietly into the light.
Yeah, fight it.
Fight.
Yeah. Because if you're getting old, I'm getting old, Steph.
Ah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a mirror.
Oh, we go down together. I've always said the ship, we're on board. Bickering like a married couple, but we're both there.
It's women and
Wondering
children
why-
first, Abby. You have to get on the boat. You're going to make me look bad.
I know there's a boat, but if you don't get on first, I'm not going to.
He's keeping her on board.
And
There's
then he gets
currently
on
no lifeboat because Matt's already left while they're fighting. He's already rowed halfway to shore. Later, losers.
You'd come back, right?
Yeah, I sent a boat out, but you're still bickering, and even they turned around.
But so medically, there are times where you are actually doing it, but it then becomes a learnt behaviour, and they akin
Like a
it.
habit.
Yeah, but they akin it to tennis players grunting.
Oh.
That becomes a learned behaviour for them, where they're not actually exerting themselves when they're grunting, but they just hit and grunt.
It's funny you bring them up, though, because many of them have been fined for excessive use of the grunt because it's distracting.
Right.
So do
they're
you
faking
want?
it.
Yeah. So I think there is a certain level, isn't there? They got the decibel person for. Was it
Do
Steph?
they?
Yeah, they had to do it because it was excessive grunting.
They did it on Pornhub too.
So if you want, I can get
Find me every time.
Yeah.
An old noises jar.
Yeah. It is when you're watching
Yes,
tennis,
we could
though,
do that.
and
Could
like
be my
someone's like,
pension.
and then you like the other person matches it, like,
Yeah.
and
Who's
you're like,
the one who does it really sexually? She's like,
was she the one that
Pete
won?
Sampras.
Yeah, there is a couple, but I remember the one that Maria Sharapova. Was she the one that got fined for it?
I think it was more recent.
I don't know if you could do anything that's not sexual because that's just your view of the grunt.
No, hers was just, it was more.
What made it more?
That's not bad though, because it is just grunts. They should throw in like other noises like. Then I'd watch tennis. That'd be a ball.
Staff Abby and Matt.
Alpha Bucks, guys, tomorrow, 6, 7 and 8, your chance to win $50,000. Here are some of the answers.
6 a.m, your letter is A. Some of your answers are apple, asteroid, and ankle. 7 a.m, it's D. Some of your answers are dolphin, daisy, and doctor. And at 8 a.m, it's N. And some of your answers are Nutella, Nick Kyrgios, and New Zealand. What are you doing, Abby?
I'm trying not to draw attention.
By ducking your head under the desk?
Yeah, because if I'm eating, then he'll ask me to talk.
So you chewed under the table?
Yeah.
God, are you afraid of him?
No, I just didn't want him to go, all right, what's that, Abby? And then I'll be like, oh, I'm eating. Obviously, that didn't work, so I'll try something different next time.
Like not eating when you meant to be speaking?
No, I'm way too hungry for that today.
What are you eating?
It is a butter chicken, a gluten-free butter chicken, which I think all of them really should be. It was something I found in the freezer.
Really? Like someone else's? Oh, your freezer at home. I thought you were just like rummaging through the work fridge. I found a butter chicken, taking it.
I wonder if we do have anything interesting in here. No, I have a delightful deep freezer.
You love your deep freezer.
Well, yeah, so we said I was going to get rid of it.
Making room for the body. That's why you're getting the stuff out of
Like
there.
every time I do it, but then I keep putting new food in it, so it's really hard, isn't it?
All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Stab Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.